Welcome to Heat Check, powered by Defunct.com. These are the highest selling vintage Deftones tees over the last 3 years. Interestingly enough, all of the biggest sales of these designs actually came in the last year. Now, starting us off at number 10, I've actually brought you into eBay product research, where I do most of my research to confirm these sales, because I want to show you some pretty crazy bits of information. But first, we've looked into our channel metrics, and only 70% of those who watch the channel are actually subscribed. So if you would do me a favor, it'd be really big help. It's completely free. Just subscribe to the channel, show us your support and that you enjoy our content, and it would really mean a lot to us. Thanks. Now back to the t-shirts. The first t-shirt on this list at number 10 is this Deftones, sort of like that Soviet star looking, and it's definitely got the Soviet font here, with I think specifically with like the way that N is formed on the giant tag. This was supposedly from 1998. I bet that's what's listed on here. This is an older sale from April 10th of 2024, so I can't show you any more pictures, unfortunately, just the way this thing works. But this one sold for $500. We have this Deftones Around the Fur tee with the 13 ball of the pool balls on the Marina tag. Again, this is the only picture that we have of it, unfortunately. But this pool ball is obviously sort of a Deftones staple. And this one's pretty cool. This one sold February 3rd of 2024, also for the same price as the previous one, for $500. Then up next, we have the Deftones Metallica parody tee. Looks like this one's got some like watermark or something on it, also on the Marina tag. Cool t-shirt. It turns out that this is like probably maybe a little bit more rare, at least at this price point. We don't see this one sold as high as often as some of these others, but this one's pretty cool. I don't know if there's a back hit or not. But this one sold for $550 on February 20th, 2024. Then next up, we actually have a Deftones tee that sold fairly recently. They only gave us 2 photos, just on the all sport tag. Look at that 90s haircut. This one was an auction with 42 bids. Let's see if there's any information. Ships from a pet-friendly home. Okay, sounds good. This one sold after 42 bids for $570. Not my favorite design, but not too terrible. Then we have another that's a little bit more recent. This is the highest selling version of this particular design. If you think that's familiar, this is the Dickies logo, basically. So Deftones Dickies parody shirt, which is actually kind of funny because it just seems like Dickies would have been something that these guys would have wore at the time. So real meta there. But pretty cool t-shirt. Very understated, as most Dickies most Deftones t-shirts tend to be on this sort of rusty red color. This one did sell more recently. Sold on August 12th of 2024. After 29 bids, this one sold for $610. Then we have another one that sold on October 7th. This is a really cool one. I actually like this one. The pony, which is a staple of the Deftones iconography, but it's got like a neon looking thing on the back here. It's pretty sick. The front side here, we have the Deftones with sort of a like a photo strip deal on the Highland tag. This is a super dope t-shirt. I actually like the back hit for sure. I almost prefer the back hit than the front hit. But this one sold recently on, let's see if it tells us. This one sold October 7th, so very recently, for $675. Then we have the Deftones Back to School tour tee. This one has sold a few times in this upper range, but this is the biggest of the sale on the AAA tag. We don't have much. We don't have any other photos, but this one. Obviously, Deftones likes to be provocative with the ladies here. This one sold on June 8th of 2024 and sold for $800. All right, then at number 3, we have a Deftones tee with the pool ball again. This one's pretty interesting. This looks a little unusual, almost like it would be bootleg, but because it's on a Marina tag and the other ones are also on Marina tags, I would, happen to guess this is probably legit and licensed, but just has a little bit of a vibe to it that seems more bootleggy, but not bad. Cool t-shirt. Not my favorite, but still pretty cool. This one sold on May 5th of 2024 and sold for $899.97. Then at number 2, we have the Deftones Around the Fur. This is the cat design. There are a few variations on this design, but we're only going to take the main part of the design. I think Adrenaline is also here replacing Around the Fur on other ones. Yeah, but this is the highest sale of this particular design. Looks like we have some pit stains. Using a little bit too much of that antiperspirant, my man. But still a cool t-shirt nonetheless. Sold on June 28th and sold for $1,500. Coming in at number 1, we have the Deftones Around the Fur design. This one is a specific difference between some of these other ones. Obviously, it's long sleeve, but it's got this. It's the Artemondi tag promo. Definitely, you can see these other ones are the same design, but a little bit different on the t-shirts. But you can see this over and over. Sales, thousands, 2,000, 2,300, 1,400, 1,200. This is by far the most in-demand and valuable Deftones t-shirt for sure. You can look at this chart right here and just see, look at the average number of sales. The demand for Deftones t-shirts going up, up, and up, and you can see the number of sales. You can see over here, we can actually look at the price of the average sale of Deftones t-shirts, and you can clearly see a rise somewhere around here, and like probably right here is probably the most obvious. October 16th rise of 2023. It just sort of skyrockets after that. So we're definitely seeing lots and lots of increase in value of Deftones t-shirts. But this particular one right here sold for $2,999.99 on February 23rd, 2024. This is the number 1 Deftones t-shirt. Will we see higher sales? Remember to visit the defunct.com forums for a fun and friendly vintage t-shirt community. Whether it's price checks or authentication, they can help you out.